Hello there, welcome to another INFJ Ramble. Today's topic will touch on a couple of things, but let's begin with a couple of quotes. The first one is, every choice that you make is either serving or sabotaging your future experiences. Does that make sense? The second thing is, if you're hysterical, it's historical. Get it? So if you're hysterical about something and a lot of negatively charged emotions are coming to the surface and you're hysterical, it's probably historical, meaning it's probably childhood traumas that you haven't contended with. And until you contend with these things, you will continue revisiting these things and experiences through different people, through different outcomes, etc. Yeah, and your choices. I've said it in many videos that, you have choice in every moment to choose, what you want to experience. So every choice that you make is either serving or sabotaging your future. And what does that mean, really? Let's explore that. So, are you choosing to participate or consume or interact with things that will be beneficial to you, or are you participating and choosing to consume and connect with things that are sabotaging you? And that can be applicable to many aspects of your being. It could be physical, it could be mental, it could be emotional, it could be spiritual. And that is why I am so particular about the things I consume, whether it be books or music or food or people or, my environment, and how, like, what is good for you by the way it feels. If you're paying attention, if you've become your own best friend and you have aligned with your inner compass, you'll know it's beyond a feeling. It's almost like your gut. Your intuition is telling you, okay, this is good for me, this is beneficial, or it is not. And like I said, you have a choice to participate in every moment, right? So that's when boundaries come into play, you know? So you can, if somebody is doing something that does not feel right to you, um, you teach people how to treat you, right? So you can either implement a boundary and tell them or teach them how you want to be treated, or you can allow them to just kind of walk all over you, which I have done for most of my life in order to appease them or please them. But because I am a recovering people pleaser and a recovering workaholic, I'm trying to make better choices that won't enable people to mistreat me anymore. And that could come in many forms. It could be in the way someone talks to you, in the way someone treats you, um, the, the reciprocity level in interactions. If you're constantly giving, which we are accustomed to doing, then, you know, you're allowing people to constantly take from you, and that can be draining. That is very toxic and parasitic. And, once you recognize these things, then you can kind of work on moving through them. But another thing, you cannot expect people to, like, uphold the boundary for you, because I've noticed sometimes I'll either not react to someone, which is my way of not participating in their game or their mental constructs, or I'll just kind of like keep myself at a certain vibratory frequency so that it will kind of cancel out their negativity. You know what I mean? But you can't expect people to uphold your boundary. You're going to have to like be really firm about it. Some people won't get it, and people, I guess, take in information differently. So, with a mature and older soul, you could just talk like this and there would be a common understanding, obviously. But there's younger souls and baby souls and infant souls that will keep pushing the boundary, pushing your limit, pressing your button, in which case you have to figure out how to be more firm. And I think it all comes down to you, and you know what's best for you, and you should know what is, permissible or not, and you shouldn't feel guilty about that. You shouldn't have any doubt towards what you feel is best for you. You know what I mean? It's hard because I think all our lives we've been feeling guilt and we've been feeling doubt, but I'm here to tell you that you don't need to feel guilt or doubt in order to care for yourself, and to love yourself. And I feel like when you love yourself and you care for yourself and you give yourself time to heal, everything else follows suit after that. You know what I mean? You'll start noticing that things are shifting. Like when you are in alignment with yourself, nothing can really affect you, you know? Obviously, I feel like life is constantly pushing you to become a better version of yourself all the time. So once you think you've made a breakthrough, you'll hit a plateau, and then, next thing you know, you're thrown into another situation or circumstance that will help you to level up. But necessary and constant, and it is. So anyhow, that's all I wanted to say. If you learned something cool, if you didn't learn anything cool, have a fabulous night or day. Amen.